Let's have a party, we'll all dance the horror. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sit all in it to play with and not guests to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the horror. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat.
All right, everybody, happy Hanukkah. If everyone can take a few steps over, let's gather together on this side. Grab some hot cider, bring it over here, some latkes, some donuts. It's a holiday of light and a holiday of warmth. So let's pull it close together so we can feed off the warmth of each other. So, here we are. It's the last night of Hanukkah and the 8th night of Hanukkah. And all week long we've been celebrating the miracles of Hanukkah. The first miracle being the miracle of the battle. Okay, when the Jewish people were invaded and occupied by the Syrian Greeks, they were not allowed freedom of religion. They were not allowed to practice Judaism as they wanted to. They were forced into hiding until a small group of brave men called the Maccabees stood up for their right to religious freedom and fought back against their oppressors and drove them out of Israel for the time being. That was the miracle of the battle, right? The ability of a small group of people who believe in standing up for what's right, okay? No matter what the odds, standing up for themselves and being able to prevail over a much stronger force. And when we remember that miracle of the battle, we remind ourselves that no matter what the odds, no matter what the situation may be, even if we don't feel like we'll be successful, we need to stand up for what's right, and we need to be a voice in this world for what's right and what's good. And the second miracle that we celebrate is the miracle of the light. When they came back into the temple, there was not enough oil to last for 8 days, the amount of time that it would take to procure new oil. But they had faith. They had faith in the power of light. So they went ahead and lit the menorah, and the oil went on to burn for all 8 days. So we celebrate for 8 nights. And when we celebrate the miracle of the oil, the miracle of light, what we're celebrating is our faith that light and goodness will ultimately prevail over darkness and evil. So we start off the first night of Hanukkah, and we light one small candle with that message that when you're in a dark place, we need not despair. All we need to do is do one good action, do one kind thing for a fellow man, do a mitzvah, light a candle, and that light begins to push away the darkness. But in the Jewish tradition, we don't stop at one candle. We don't light one candle each night. We light one candle the first night, and the second night we add a second candle. Because what we did yesterday to bring goodness and kindness into the world is not enough. We need to add the second night, and then the third night, and then the fourth night. So the celebration tonight is extra special because we have all 8 lights on the menorah. Now I've got a question for you all. Why only 8? If it's all about adding in goodness every single day, why do we stop at the 8th night? So metaphorically speaking, okay, in the symbolism of the Kabbalah, 8 represents what transcends nature. Okay, 7 is found everywhere in the natural world. You have 7 musical notes, you have 7 continents, you have 7 colors in the rainbow. Anywhere you look in the realm of nature, you'll find the number 7. The number 8 represents what transcends nature, what transcends the limitations of this world. So when we light 8 candles, we're essentially saying that you don't stop, right? We've broken beyond the boundaries of the natural world, and we're going to continue bringing light, not just tonight, but tomorrow night and every single night throughout this year. We are privileged to be joined tonight by our city manager, Mr. Tom Ambrosino. I'd like to invite him to share a few remarks on Hanukkah.
Well, thank you, Rabbi. I really just want to say this, that I'm really thrilled that here in the city of Chelsea, we're now making it an annual event that we come publicly light the menorah and publicly celebrate this great feast with this faith-based community. You know, having strong faith-based communities is such an important part of having a cohesive, a social fabric. And those cities and towns that have really active and strong faith-based communities are ones that really we aspire to be. And I'm so glad that this faith-based community is particularly strong here in Chelsea. The Jewish community has such a long and proud history here in the city of Chelsea for 100 years. And though it might be a bit smaller today than it once was a century ago, there's an important lesson for us all today, which is that despite many changes taking place, there certainly have been many in this city over the last century, and there are many fearful of the changes happening now in our city. But the great message, your strength here today, is an example that despite changes, the essence of Chelsea will continue to survive and to thrive. And so, with that said, I just want to thank folks for coming out on this chilly night. Turn it back over to the
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We do have our entire community here tonight, a very beautiful showing of unity between the Toba Bridge Chabad, the Walnut Street Synagogue, and Temple Emmanuel. We have Rabbi Lila Kasdan here with us, who's going to share a couple words. And I do want to mention that Rabbi Oksana Chapman wanted to be here tonight. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here, but she does send her warmest greetings. Rabbi Lila.
Yay! It's wonderful to see so many people here this evening. I just wanted to bring real blessings of light and warmth from the Walnut Street Synagogue, an Orthodox shul, an Orthodox synagogue here in Chelsea. This is an opportunity this evening. We're coming together as a community, but we're also coming together in the greater community of Chelsea. And I also wanted to bring blessings of Happy Hanukkah from Chelsea's Interfaith Council as well. We feel so well supported and so well had. This is Memka. And so it's such a blessing. Really on Hanukkah, we celebrate something that's pretty incredible, and that is the right to express our religious freedom in public. We publicize really the miracle of religious freedom. And this is an incredible testament to our country, a country that supports freedom, that helps mobilize the weak to greatness on this day. So I really am so blessed to share this with all of you. Thank you so much for facilitating this evening. Wishing everybody a happy Hanukkah.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're about to light the menorah. We're going to light up all 8 candles. I'd like to ask our city manager to come up with me to light the shamash, after which we will sing the blessings. Okay, I'm going to sing, but, you know, we need everyone to join together, all right? I always say I can sing a solo, but I don't like singing solo. And I would like to call upon the president of the Walnut Street Synagogue, Mr. Ed Medros, to come on up and light some of the candles. And if we have a representative from Temple Emmanuel who would like to light a candle as well. Okay. So, got it? Good? Thank you. Let's take a photo after we light the menorah. All right. Mr. City Manager. All right, a round of applause.
I turned my head. It's do it again.
We have with us Ms. Esther Berkowitz here instead of standing in for Rabbi Chapman. Okay, well, let's sing the blessings together. All right, let me hear you.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'adlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim l'avoteinu v'yamim ha'hem v'azman hazeh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wasn't the wrong side? New one.
All right, everybody together.
Ma'otzor Yeshuati Lechana Elishabeach Tikon Beis Techilasi V'sham Toda Nizabeach Beis Tachim Ma'beach Vitzor Hamnabeach Azegmor B'shir Mizmor Chanukah Samizbeach Azegmor B'shir Mizmor Chanukah Samizbeach.
I am with Rabbi Shruly Barron from Tobin Bridge Chabad. We just completed this great ceremony marking the holiday of Hanukkah. Rabbi, it went very well.
Thank you very much. It was a beautiful show tonight of unity and faith. We had our entire community out here tonight, not just the Jewish community, but members from our interfaith partners coming together to celebrate the universal message of Hanukkah, which essentially is the faith that light and goodness will ultimately prevail over darkness and evil.
Rabbi, how is the Chabad doing?
The Chabad is doing really well. We have a synagogue over in Everett, but we're active throughout Chelsea, Everett, and East Boston, trying to bring the warmth and the joy, the passion of Judaism to these communities. And thank God, we moved here just over a year ago, and our efforts have been blessed. We're growing, and this is the second year that we put on this Hanukkah Menorah Lighting, and we hope to do a lot of community-based activities such as this, to reach out into the wider community.
And it's nice that you invited Temple Emmanuel and Walnut Street Synagogue to be a part of this tonight.
Of course. What are we if not a united community? That's the way it has to be.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing the Hanukkah joys with us tonight. We are with Rabbi Lila Kasdan, representing the Walnut Street Synagogue. She is the spiritual leader. She's here tonight helping us all celebrate Hanukkah. How you doing, Rabbi?
I'm great. This is such a wonderful celebration.
And what's the state of the Walnut Street Synagogue? Is it thriving? How's it doing?
The Walnut Street Synagogue is doing very well. We're having lots of activities, and we're so happy to celebrate Hanukkah with the bigger Chelsea Jewish community. The Jewish community in Chelsea is really growing.
And we have Ed Medros, our president.
Yes, Ed Medros, our president, who has done so much work for the Walnut Street Synagogue. He grew up in the synagogue, and he continues just to do incredible amounts of work alongside his wife, Ruth Medros. They just do so much for the shul to keep it vital and a happy, warm place.
Now, Rabbi, you're from up north, is that correct?
Yes, I am from Canada.
And you came down to be with us in Chelsea.
I came for the warm weather in Chelsea.
I know, it must be really cold up in Canada.
It sure is. It sure is. But look how warm and toasty all of us are in our hearts because of this wonderful celebration this evening.
And Rabbi, I have some latkes here. Would you like to try one?
I would love to try one. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol niyeh bidvaro.
And that's Rabbi Lila, a great woman. She's here celebrating Hanukkah with the people of Chelsea. Thank you so much, Rabbi.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for being here. It's a wonderful place to have you join together this evening.
Okay, Ricky, I believe we're wrapping it up once again. Thank you to Rabbi Lila and Rabbi Struley. And it's been a great night here celebrating Hanukkah in Chelsea.
Happy Hanukkah.
Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the horror. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sit involved in it to play with and lot guests to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the horror. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sit involved in it to play with and lock kiss to eat.